Hey everybody, wanted to go over my trade recap real quick from today. I traded one ticker, GLUU, GLUU Mobile. It's a mobile gaming company that has really went on a crazy run this year, up from the 360 up to almost $8, and or $3. And today it started gapping up on no news that I could find. And I know in the past this stock especially has gapped up and tended to sell off on news. I don't like trading when I don't know the news, but this looked weak, and so I decided to take a shot. I took most of my shares up here in the 670s, covered a little bit right in the 650s, and then all of a sudden at the open it had this big spike on almost a couple million shares of volume. And when I saw that, I got a little bit worried because I didn't know if what was going on, basically if they'd release news, because I knew they were going to release earnings at some point, but I just didn't realize what was going on there. It turns out, in hindsight, it was probably a newsletter of some sort that was buying, and I didn't panic out. I waited till it dipped, and actually my last exit's not on there. Waited till it dipped, and I got out about 660, roughly 660, the rest of my shares, and then it panicked. It broke down. It actually broke low a day, or pre-market lows, and I got short again as soon as it broke, and I covered some immediately, and then it just kind of ground out the rest. I covered the rest for about break even, or maybe a tiny gain. So two all right trades on it, but the real trade was to just hold through this spike and cover into the morning wash. I was expecting this to fade more, especially being up on no news. I'm sure something leaked, or some newsletter bought and pumped it. I'm not sure what happens with this, but it'll be interesting to see when they do release earnings how they react to that. The other trade that I was hoping to make but missed was on TTNP, and this stock has a very beaten down biotech. It has been running up just the same as all the other videos I've basically done this week, running up into a catalyst, and I'm not exactly sure what the catalyst was on this, but I think it was probably a conference call of some sort, an update. Ran, and yesterday it had the big gap up and sold off. Today it started gapping up a little bit early morning and tested that highs, yesterday's highs. As soon as it couldn't get through that, it really reminded me a lot of TRVN yesterday when it tested pre-market highs only during the trading day, which I thought this would have a little more of a push, but it didn't, and really just kind of chopped around. I had an order sitting at 52, like right around here, like right around 955, and I think the highest it got up was 51 and a half or so, and then it just fell apart, fell all the way down to 38, and really, SSR was on, so I couldn't chase it. Good, I couldn't chase it. In this case it would have worked, but most times these stocks will tend to be very choppy. So missed this one. Something to look for next time. Overall, kind of a crappy day for me, but was green on the day, barely, and we'll look to come back tomorrow and see if I can capitalize a little more on. I've just been very close this week on. I've had the right idea, just not executed very well. So one of these days it's going to come together, and I'm going to capture a bigger part of these moves. But frustrating. Really wish I would have got this one. Hope today went better for you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow in the chat.